Shyorama! Whoa. Welcome again to the Shyorama YouTube channel or Vimeo channel or Facebook channel, wherever this episode is going to be appearing, but mostly on the YouTube channel, of course. So this is episode 4. In episodes 1, 2, and 3, I share with everyone about trading cards and how trading cards look like in terms of the Marvel comic universe and how they depict all these supervillains and superheroes, and they're very useful for those who want to learn a bit more about the universe, the Marvel universe, very expansive universe, about who these characters are, their origins, their backstory, the storyline, their powers and abilities, and all that. And all these characters usually are intertwined and interconnected with one another. Today, I'm going to share with everyone a comic. And this is a comic based on my most favorite character from the Marvel universe. So if I am going to share in these episodes things to do with comics, might as well start with the character that I love the most. I grew up with this character. I own a lot of his comic series, and that character is Silver Surfer. And this is the first episode of the Silver Surfer. And I've got episode 1 until episode around 96, around that amount. So I've got the full set for a few years, and then I kind of stopped buying them because they became more expensive, and also I couldn't grasp the new kind of storyline that it was developing then. So let's take a look at this first issue. Now remember, this is a reissue because Silver Surfer appeared in the 1960s, 1970s. So this is a reissue during the Silver Age, but it does provide us with a lot of information about who Silver Surfer is. As you can see from the cover page here, we've got Galactus. Galactus is the master of Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is one of Galactus's heralds, servants. If you've watched Fantastic Four with the Rise of the Silver Surfer, Galactus was arriving Earth, and he was about to engulf to eat Earth because he is the eater of worlds, the eater of planets. And Galactus has a lot of heralds, including Silver Surfer. I can name others, for example, Destroyer. The Destroyer that you see in one of the Thor Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. Destroyer was the defender of the Tesseract, and he appeared and then they were fighting with one another. So that's one of Galactus's heralds as well. We've got Drax, we've got Terex, we've got Morg. Not Drax. Sorry, I always confuse Drax because he looks like Morg and Terex. So we've got Silver Surfer. We've got here is Nova, who's also a herald. We've got Terex. We've got Morg. We've got Destroyer, and a few others, like for example Firelord. So the idea is this. The reason why the Silver Surfer is a Silver Surfer is because Galactus was about to eat his world. His name back then, before he became a Silver Surfer, was Norrin Radd. So he was just a normal being in his normal world, but because Galactus was about to engulf his world, his planet, so he struck a deal. He said, "Oh Galactus, don't eat my world. If you don't eat my world, I can become your servant, your faithful servant." So that's what happened. Galactus converted him into his servant with cosmic powers. And they are one of these heralds, as well as Galactus. These are one of the strongest. They are part of the strongest characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Marvel Cosmic Universe. If you think that the Avengers, the X-Men, the X-Factors, the New Mutants are strong, these cosmic beings are stronger. They are far stronger. They are far stronger. Now, in this episode as well, as you can see here, if you remember, the Rise of the Silver Surfer, the movie, came as part of the Fantastic Four franchise. And as you can see here, we've got the Fantastic Four characters here, but one is unlike the other. We've got Reed Richards, who is Mr. Fantastic. We've got Invisible Woman, Sue Richards. We've got Thing, and we are meant to have Human Torch here. But in this book, it was informed to all the readers that Human Torch was on honeymoon, and in place of Human Torch was none other than Jennifer She-Hulk. Now, if you've seen the trailer for the trailers of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the upcoming movies, She-Hulk is going to happen. It's going to happen sometime around next year. We're going to see the female version of the Hulk, which is kind of like a relative to Bruce Banner, the actual Hulk. So the book is all about that. It's all about the Silver Surfer just minding his own business, flying around the interstellar, the space, and then he kind of he stumbled upon Fantastic Four. That's what happened. He stumbled upon Fantastic Four. Actually, they met up, and in this instance, they're not foes, they're not enemies, they're just friends. You see, unlike the movies. These folks, they are, yeah, they're talking casually, and Thing is talking about Human Torch not being here because he's on honeymoon and all that, and Jennifer is in there as She-Hulk. So yeah, so that's what it is. This book is about introducing the Silver Surfer, reintroducing who the Silver Surfer is. The Silver Surfer goes with his surfboard. You've got Victor Von Doom in there as well. This is just an introduction of who Silver Surfer is, and he's a very powerful character. And in his others, for the next issue, second issue, and the third issue, we'll see more of how he's as powerful as the Elders. This is Nova. So this is Nova is another Herald of Galactus. So that's the page where Silver Surfer, Nova, and Galactus are there. So yeah, so that is issue 1. It's all about introducing Silver Surfer to the comic readers. I want to bring up this other issue. This is issue 3. It's still in its backboard. I opened the Silver Surfer one just to show everyone what's inside. Silver Surfer issue 3. It seems that he is fighting. Well, he is against. He's just fighting against Adam Warlock because he looks like this golden man. He looks a bit like Adam Warlock-ish and all that. And we know that the Adam Warlock arc is going to happen because we already have the casting for that, and it's going to happen sometime in 2022 or 2023. We don't know. Marvel Cinematic Universe will be going for that Adam Warlock arc. But this is not Adam Warlock. This is someone who is called the Runner. He's one of the seven. He's one of those 7 elders of the cosmic universe. Let's see if I can find where that's mentioned here. You got the Kree and the Skrulls. Here's the page. So you've got the Collector. You've met the Collector somewhat and the Grandmaster somewhat in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you remember, the Collector is the one, the Benicio del Toro, who was collecting a lot of these artifacts, space artifacts, including the Tesseract, even all these other very impressive artifacts that will be appearing in the future. Hopefully, I'm not going to spoil the fun here. I know some of those artifacts, so I'm not going to spoil the fun. Maybe in the future it'll be mentioned. We've got the Grandmaster as well. If you've seen when Thor Ragnarok, it was Ragnarok, when Thor was with Hulk during in this planet. That planet was run by the Grandmaster. The Grandmaster was the one who run the whole premise, and he was doing all these games, for example, like the battles in the Colosseum and all that. And Grandmaster was there, and it was acted by Jeff Goldblum. So we've got the Champion, we've got the Gardener, the Contemplator, the Possessor, and the Runner. And that's who this is. This is one of the 7 elders. This is the Runner, and he is a very strong elder. In fact, if you were to pit Adam Warlock without his Infinity Bands and the Runner would definitely win because he is more superior to Adam Warlock in that sense. Adam Warlock only gets his power enhanced when he owns the Infinity Band or something to do with quantum power, for example, quantum bands. So if he owns the quantum bands, of course he will be more powerful than the Runner. But when it's a fist fight without any artifacts and all that, the Runner would definitely win. And from this comic, what it is that when Silver Surfer was up against the Runner, they were kind of on a level playing ground. So, but eventually, the Runner ran away with Silver Surfer's board there. And at the very end of this series, you'll find a character from the Guardians of the Galaxy that we know is who served Ego, the father of Star-Lord, and that's her appearing, and Mantis, one of the Guardian of the Galaxy members. So as you know from the movies, Mantis was at the time serving Ego. So yeah, the Silver Surfer and all the Silver Surfer series and all the cosmic comics, it provides a lot of information about the cosmic entities. For example, the movies that currently came out, for example, Eternals and Celestials and the Watcher, Uatu and Kang the Conqueror and all that. Those are very much relevant to the cosmic universe, especially in terms of the Infinity War, where the next step ahead of the Infinity War would be the Infinity Saga, the Infinity Watch, and we also have the Kree-Skrull, the War, and then the Secret Invasion and all that. So yeah, the reason why I love Silver Surfer above all other characters, for example, Avengers or Spider-Man, of course, I still like Silver Surfer is because he is one of the most powerful beings who is not a cosmic entity, who is not someone who has been alive, for example, eternity, the one above all and all that. He's just someone who was normal and who was kind of like projected into this kind of a high cosmic figure, and he's one of those. So yeah, in terms of him being stronger than others, there was this one in the past. We always rank who is stronger and all that, and Silver Surfer was in there somewhere around the top 10, and Hulk is in there as well. So that's everything for this episode. Episode 4 is all about Silver Surfer, the first issue. But then again, I brought up the third issue because it's very interesting about how the Silver Surfer was gradually introduced into the Marvel comic universe, because eventually he became this very big. For example, if I were to take one of his cards, let's see if I can find any that's relevant. Look at that, we've got the Silver Surfer with the coming of Galactus in there. Let's see, what else have we got? The Infinity Gauntlet. When the fight of the Infinity Gauntlet happened during the Infinity War, it was not just the Avengers. What was meant to be there was also Adam Warlock, as well as the Silver Surfer. But I think it's to do with intellectual property, or maybe the ownership of the license and all that. We've got Fox, we've got Netflix, we've got Disney and all that. Maybe that's the reason why Silver Surfer wasn't there. But believe me, Silver Surfer can be toe to toe with Thanos. They are both of them are very strong characters, but Thanos himself is a descendant of one of those beings, celestial beings. So then again, he's got the upper hand. That's everything from me for now. Thank you so much for watching episode 4, and in episode 5 we might be looking at some other things other than trading cards and comics. We might not. Oh well, stay tuned for the next episode. Bye from me, Shai Orama.